go with the Olimar again. Denti won this set in winners previously, being the one to knock and to losers. And trying to change how winners went and get a win off on Denti, which would be a very nice win for him. And getting one kickoff to kill 2 Pikmin. Having some nice ways to kill Pikmin when they're not on him, but as soon as they get on him, it'll be a lot more difficult for him to get those Pikmin off. Denti definitely starting up with an early lead, but Ken being able to kill really early and rack up damage pretty easily, meaning that he definitely is not very far behind at all. Going for a random Shuryu, just trying to get that early kill, but missing slightly. Denti just knocking N off the edge and getting a nice Shoryuken, killing Denti at a pretty early percent, but not quite early for Shoryuken. And now trying to sort of space Denti out, maybe make him approach a little bit so that he can just respond instead of always having to be the aggressor. And back air probably try to get yellow Pikmin off. Denti using 2 up smashes in quick succession to take that first stock and put the game back to being even and making N be a more aggressive player again. And though quickly racking up some a 61% lead off, putting Denti back at kill percent, getting those down tilts into Shoryuken, but not quite killing. Denti doing really good to DI. Immediately throwing 2 Pikmin onto N, getting some nice percent. Still being slightly down, but not quite too far down anymore. Denti going really far down, trying to get that edge guard and almost successfully killing N, but N managing to use that up B to live. And getting another down tilt into Shoryuken confirm. That confirm is definitely helping him get those early kills. Denti doing another double up smash to get that kill. And getting a nice nice ledge combo, getting early 31%. And then immediately hitting another little bit of hits just to get him up to 60. Not quite putting Denti in any kill percent or making him worry about being killed, but still getting some nice percent. And now he's gotten Denti up to a point where most likely if Denti gets hit by one solid hit, he will die. Right as I say that, and pulls out a Shoryuken, getting a nice first game off of Denti. Denti potentially still just having to sort of reset after that loss from Austin, allowing N to sort of take a game that he hadn't taken in the winner set. Denti choosing to stay at the Olimar. That's an interesting pick, even though he lost that game 1, potentially trying to say that the winner set did in fact have the correct choice with the Olimar. Even with Town and City being the option, immediately and getting a nice combo into a Shoryuken, getting a nice 35%. N's really just trying to keep up his momentum, keep playing aggressive, and not let Denti really recover mentally or in the actual game. Keeping Denti off stage and keeping damage off on Denti. Trying for a random Shoryuken to try and just secure that first stock, but one whiff and Denti's immediately evened up this game. In fact, he's actually taken a slight lead. Both players around what would be kill percent and getting some nice shield damage, but Denti dropping to make sure it doesn't break. Getting a nice forward smash, knocking N off stage, and getting a little bit of a beefy up B to knock Denti back, but not quite doing anything for West. Denti with a nice down smash, getting a nice kill. but N gets his down tilts into Shoryuken, not quite killing. Denti has really gotten that that DI down to make sure that he won't die from that too early. And using that back air to secure that kill, putting the game back to being pretty even. Both players definitely have the ability to take this game. Nice up tilts from Denti, giving a slight percent lead off on N. We'll see if he can continue it. N with a nice down smash, getting a little bit of percent, but Denti definitely using his spacing to just keep up a slight lead on him. A nice side B from N, getting some percent, but Denti definitely keeping his lead. Up smash out of shield, able to keep N off of him, putting N at a almost kill percent probably from a nice up smash out from Denti. And trying for sure you can just try and do something, see if he can get this lead back. Knocking Denti away, and then getting that down tilt into Shoryuken, killing this time off the top, and really taking the lead, trying to show that that winner's set was not just how they would go. Denti trying to throw him off with a forward throw instead of an up throw, seeing if he can try and get him on bad DI. But N living, and then getting some nice percent, ending his combo off with a Shoryuken to get Denti up to a 50. But Denti spacing really well, keeping N from getting that fair, I believe, and allowing him to get an F smash. Oh, N getting a nice parry into down tilt, but not quite finishing it off into the stock. Oh, Denti getting a really nice down smash and almost dying, but not quite. Denti is absolutely even this game up. Both players are nearing or at kill percentage from the other one. Denti getting a nice up air, putting this game to pretty much even. Missed the tech, almost dying for it. And side B almost getting him killed, but oh, that forward smash almost killing N. Oh, that grab, up throw, killing N, evening up the set 1-1. And waiting to see what Denti will ban. And we'll see whether or not Denti thinks that it's best to stay the Olimar. We'll have to see what N picks, see if he goes to a stage that's preferred for either. And going back to Town and City, deciding that that game was in fact just a fluke and that he could absolutely take it. Denti deciding that Olimar is still the answer, obviously, seeing as he just won that game. We'll see whether N can sort of keep up his mental after just losing a game on this stage. Both players keeping it pretty even, doing as much as they can, but those Pikmin damage, they really rack up. Generally the game's staying pretty even. Denti is, I was about to say Denti is slightly ahead, but after one little hit combo from N, he takes the lead. Very close game still, even with slight leads. Both characters absolutely at kill percent. One nice combo from either one of these players could absolutely take the first stock and give them a nice lead to start off this game. And getting those down tilts but not confirming them, and right after that happens, he gets another set of down tilts, gets a nice Shoryuken confirm, putting him ahead for this first game. Nice grab into, I think that's F smash combo. And definitely trying to get some extra credit off of this stock, potentially get Denti's next stock before losing his second stock. Going for that downer, not quite getting it. Getting that Shoryuken to shield poke Denti, definitely putting him up in the lead in this game. trying to get that second stock off of Denti before Denti can even get his first stock. And hitting that Shoryuken, getting that second stock, definitely putting him up in this game. Denti sitting on the platform, probably trying to regain some mental. Gets that grab, but N mashes out, not letting Denti get that kill with an up throw. And then Denti just grabs him again, doesn't need to mash, or doesn't need to pummel, just gets an up throw. Denti definitely having a hill to climb, trying to get back a full stock over N. But N is really not trying to let him. Oh, Denti getting a nice downer, securing that at like about 60%. Definitely putting this game back to being much more even. Even with that, N's definitely not giving up or anything near it. He's making sure that he can keep his lead, almost getting that downer, which would have killed. Not quite, though. N's probably one good combo into a down tilt away from winning this game, but Denti's just spacing him out really well to make sure that he can't get it. Oh, a nice combo from N. Not quite getting Denti up to a percent that Shoryuken will kill, but definitely doing some nice damage to him. Denti putting 2 Pikmin on N to make sure that he's always taking some sort of damage. And getting Denti up to 80, I don't believe that's quite Shoryuken percent, but it's close. Oh, Denti missing the punish on N going too high up off the ledge. And getting those down tilts, deciding that that Hadouken would not kill, but this time Shoryuken will kill. Getting that third game, putting it up in this set 2-1, and because of DSR, Denti will not be able to pick him back to Town and City. So we will have to see where will he decide to take N, and will he decide to stay Olimar. Denti deciding to go to PS2, deciding that that first game didn't mean anything. We'll see if he decides to stay. He does decide to stay Olimar. He's hovering the Olimar. He might be deciding that Pokemon Trainer is the better bet. He does not. He decides that Olimar is the best bet in this situation. Interesting, because N did in fact win game 1 on Pokemon Stadium, so we'll have to see if he can do what he was not able to do in game 1. N still hoping to ride off that momentum of his game 1 win, or his game 3 win. Denti doing a nice up air and up air combo, and definitely still keeping him with those combos, getting a nice up tilt to Shoryuken combo. And then getting that, oh, the Pikmin stalling and almost not letting that connect, but still letting that connect. Definitely that hitbox increase, or not hitbox, hurtbox increase on Olimar is definitely helping these Shoryuken stay connecting. Something that I have heard N talk about a lot that happens against smaller characters is them falling out of the Shoryuken. Denti trying to edge guard and keeping his jump so that he's able to get a nice thing, and trying to get those down tilts into the F smash, but not quite getting it. Trying again, still not getting it. Denti definitely keeping out. Oh, and with a nice parry into the Nair, I believe. And trying to secure this first stock, but also having to be on that percentage that he will die from mental hit. Almost killing with Nair, but not quite getting it. Going very low to try and get that stock. Denti spacing well and getting that F smash to secure a first stock of his own. And having to be very careful, Shoryukening on the ledge, able to drift back to the ledge, but being put in disadvantage, allowing Denti to definitely punish that. Getting that Shoryuken, bringing this game so they're both at 2 stocks, even with Denti definitely being slightly ahead, and definitely could bring this back at any moment. End's doing some nice percentages, trying to just show that he's not out of this game. Getting some nice damage, and getting some nice damage. Definitely putting Denti up into a Shoryuken percent. And speaking of getting that down tilt Shoryuken, taking the lead, and definitely trying to get this fourth game to be the last game and get that that grand finals against Austin, seeing if he can beat the current best player in Texas. Trying the down tilts, trying to see if he can get some get Denti to drop his shield. A nice hit extender by because he killed a Pikmin. Getting those down tilts, getting that F smash, getting the kill, and taking the rematch over Denti, and making it